In today's video, we're going to be creating this client's testimonial section in Figma. All right, let's get started. So I already have Figma open. The links to all of these images as well as the text we're going to use in this video is all going to be in the description box below. So I'm going to start with a frame. I'm going to click on F and I'm going to use one of the defaults. So I'm going to use desktop. Okay. Next up is going to be a text. So I'm just going to get a bit closer. I'm going to click on T and then I'm going to grab the title of this section. So this is client success stories and I'm going to paste. We're going to change the font to IBM Plex Sans and I'm going to change the size to 57 and the line height is going to be 64. Let us spacing, we're going to leave it as it is. I'm going to change, let's change the alignment of the text to left. For me, it's currently set to center, so I'm just going to align it to left. I'm going to now change, the resize is currently auto width for me. I'm just going to change it to auto height so that I can change the width of our text. I'm going to make it 210. And we're going to have all of our text, individual words on different lines. Next up is going to be a rectangle. I'm going to press R on my keyboard so I can insert the rectangle. I'm just going to click and we're going to have that. Let's change the dimensions to, the width is going to be 385. And height is going to be 435. Next up, let's change the color of this rectangle. I'm going to go over to fill and I'm going to change it to 012583. Next up, we're going to insert a text box. So I'm just going to click on T and then I'm just going to add a quotation mark, just like this or this one. Now I'm going to the font is currently IBX Plex Sans for me. I'm going to change it to Source Sans C3. Source Sans 3. The size is going to be, the size of this font is going to be 128, and I'm going to make the line height 130. So what I'm going to do now is just change the dimensions to fixed size, and then I'm going to select this and just move it till we have something like this. So that way we'll just have this section so that when we're overlapping, it doesn't overlap too much with our text. I'm going to zoom out and I'm just going to place it here, somewhere around here for the moment. We're going to move it around later. Let's insert another text box. So I'm just going to click on T. Oops. I'm going to click on T so that I can insert my text. I'm going to grab this first client success story or testimonial, and then I'm going to paste it using the default, the last settings we use. No worries, we're going to change that. This font is going to be Source Sans Pro. The size is going to be 16. Seems I didn't. Okay. We're going to change the font to Source Sans Pro. Size is 16 and line height is going to be 24. And the width of this text box is going to be 310. So I'll just change it to auto height and then change the width to 310. And yeah, I'm just going to place it here and then align it to the bottom of this text. So there's going to be no space between the two. So they're going to be technically touching, but there's still going to be some space. But since we changed the height of this, the height currently is 62. So if we want to change it exactly to what I have, that's fine. So we have our text. Next up is going to be our image for our client. So I'm just going to zoom out. I'm going to start with this image first. I'm going to change the, let me just change the weight to 55. And it's going to be much smaller. And I'm going to get much, much closer. Double click, increase the height to 55 also. Hold shift, increase, and click on escape. No, I didn't fill up. Okay, escape to close. Now grab any one of these handles where it says radius and just drag it to this. The image is a complete circle. I'm now going to bring this image into our frame and just sort of place it here for now. Let's now grab, let's insert another text. So I'm just going to click on T and we are going to insert the name. First, I'm going to copy and then paste. Since I'm still going to use this Source Sans Pro for the title, I'm just going to click the another copy before I change this one. So I'm going to change the font for this. This is going to be the IBM, the IBM Plex Sans. Weight is going to be semi-bold and the size is going to be 20 and the line height is going to stay at 24. Let's make the letter spacing 0.5 px. If yours is showing percent, just type out px. It's going to change it to 0.5 px. And now we have this. Let me grab the title before I now create my frame. Copy the title and then paste. All right, now that we have all of this, let's now create a frame. I'm going to select this and this. Shift A, make it a frame. Gap is going to be 5. Now I'm going to select these two. So this name and title plus the image, make it a frame. We're going to change the alignment to top left. You can either make it, I'm just going to make it top left, align top left. The gap is going to be 15 between these two. I'm going to zoom out and currently the spacing between these two is 0 and I want the spacing between these two to be 40. Now I'm just going to select all of these items. I'm just going to, let me align left just in case to make sure everything is aligned to the left, or you could align it to the center. But what I'm going to do is just move this around. So what you can do now is just, while we selected, to select all of this, select the rectangle and then we can group. I'm going to zoom out. Now we can reuse this. You can save this card as it is to reuse later, but I'm just going to replace the images as well as the content so we can have multiple cards for our design. So I'm going to hold Shift and Alt, create another copy. I want the spacing between two of them to be 24. Select both of them, hold Alt and Shift still, and then I'm going to create another set of copies and I want the spacing for them. I want it to be 24. So I'm just going to use my arrow key to move it down. I'm going to just align this. I'm trying to, it's not going to work, but no worries. I'm just going to, let's change the details before we figure out the final spacing. So let's move on to this one. I'm going to grab the contents for our testimonial, select everything, paste. Next up, I'm going to grab the name. You know what, I'm just going to grab all of our content first before we now grab our images, just to make the process smoother. I'm just going to paste here. Let's come over here. Let's change the contents. I'm going to select all of this, copy, and copy the name. I'm going to paste, and then we're going to grab the title. paste. Oops, I need to increase this a bit. What I'm going to do is select this text, and then I'm going to make the width hug content, and then I'm going to select this outer one, this frame, and I'm also going to make the width hug content. Next up, I'm going to move on to the final one. Copy the text, paste. I'll have to move this down a bit. So I'm going to select this too. Let me make the spacing. The original spacing was 40. Let's make this 110. I'm going to grab the name, and then paste, and then I'm going to grab this, and then I'm going to paste. All right, now we can change the images. I'm just going to format all of the images at once. What I'm going to do is select all of them. The width is going to be 55. Let me make the spacing 20 so as I can have all of them close to each other. I'm just going to bring it closer here. Let's start with this image. I'm going to double click and I'm going to reduce it till it's 55, and I can just maybe move it like this. I'm holding shift while I do this so that I don't mess up the alignment. Then select any of these dots and increase it till you have a perfect circle. I'm going to do the same with this one. Reduce the height till we have 55. Just move it a little bit. I'm going to close that dialog using escape and then drag this so we have a perfect circle. Finally, this one we have to increase it to have 55. Hold shift, increase, escape, and now hold this handle, drag that dot till you have a perfect circle. Let's start with this image. I'm going to cut, go back to my cards, Control Shift R to paste and replace. I'm going to select this image next, this one, cut, and then Control Shift and R. Finally, let's grab this image, cut, and I'm going to select this image, Control Shift R to paste and replace. I'm going to select all of these cards and I'm going to group them using Control and G. I'm going to select these two and I'm going to use Alt V, or you could go over to this position tab and then use alignment and use this one. The shortcut for this one is Alt V, and that's what I use. Spacing, I want it to be 60, and I'm just going to move it till it's at the dead center of our frame. And anyway, that is this simple cards design. You can either create the individual cards and save it as a component, or you could just create a dedicated file in Figma so you just have all of these items. Me, I like to create a dedicated file where I have one particular design tab that is just made for items like this. I typically don't make components because I like creating new things. Every design I create, I want something new and I want something different. Rarely ever will I reuse things. I will reuse some elements, but typically I like to change things up. Another thing you could do is change the color. Like we have this dark blue, you can change this. Let me select this. I'll just go over to selection colors and you could use something like this really pronounced. Let me just select let me pick a color that's on this orange, and then I really like this shade. So the color is FFC061. Maybe you could change the color of the text to something darker. I'm going to also maybe change this. One of my favorites is also using complete black. When you're creating something, you can't really go too wrong with using complete black. You can go ahead and play around with the colors, change it, and that is how you can actually use it. When you have cards like this, changing simple things like the color, you could even change. Let me say you want to add a corner radius to your rectangle. So I'm just going to select. Let me select the rectangle. And you could use, let me say, a corner radius of, let's use 30. And now you have this item with a corner radius when you change the font. So even though you have a simple card like this, you know what? Let's actually do something interesting. I'm going to select this. I want to select just this rectangle so that you can see how you can modify even when you have simple cards. I'm trying to select the rectangle and it's not letting me. Even when you have a simple design, you can do some interesting things with it to make it unique. I'm going to change the corner radius for the top left of this one to 0. And I can also select this. Let me select the rectangle. I'm going to change the corner radius for all of them first to 30. Then go back to the, no, not the top left. I want it to be the top right this time. Make it 0. And I'm going to come over to this one. Let me select this. Select the rectangle. I'm going to change the corner radius for all of them to 30, but I'll change the corner radius for the bottom right to 0. And then finally for this one, I'm going to change the corner radius for all of them to 30, and I'm going to make this 0. So I know I just modified the original and I'm going to return it back to its original state, but this is another way you can modify things like that. If you want, maybe you have a design with multiple colors, you can change all of the design cards to have different colors. Well, yeah, I just wanted to show you how you could modify it. Even though you have a card like this, there are many things you can do to actually make it your own design. But anyway, that is it for this tutorial. If you want to watch similar content to this that are on the simpler side, you can watch that by clicking on the video on screen right now. But if you want to watch more complicated or longer UI UX design tutorials in Figma, you can check out the description box below to the link to those courses or videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.